If games are being taken down by the developer or by the publisher for whatever reason or another, like how Ubisoft did with The Crew 1, then you have lost your $60 and you have lost your game. They are quite literally taking your games away, and there's really no solution for that in the digital age. Right? I mean, you can always get physical copies, assuming that the games are actually in the disc or cartridges, and that's assuming you play on consoles. If you play on PC, well, physical copies are not a thing for PC gamers anymore, last time I checked. But what is a thing for PC gamers is piracy. In fact, piracy is pretty much the only way to truly preserve video games at the state where it is right now. At least with pirated copies of games, you can copy them and install them as many times as you like. That doesn't necessarily mean consoles can't have piracy. As long as you can jailbreak them, you can pirate games in there too. This includes the PlayStation 5, which can be jailbroken depending on the version. Anything older than a PS5 is pretty much open for jailbreaking and installing pirated games. For the most part, at least. Definitely look up tutorials on how to do that, or just buy the consoles that are already jailbroken, and all you need to worry about is installing the games. And then there are multiplayer games. If the games allow you to make dedicated servers, you're pretty much good to go. This is why the older Call of Duty games like Black Ops 2 is still alive to this day thanks to the Plutonium project alongside other Call of Duty games. However, with games like Overwatch 1 and The Crew 1, you are entirely dependent on the publisher and whether they decide the game is alive or not. In other words, you're pretty much screwed, but I don't play multiplayer games, or at least not the ones that don't have bots. Black Ops 2 has bots, and Counter-Strike Source has bots. They're still alive and still fun to play to this day. If you buy a video game, you should own it and be able to play it as long as you own it, not when the game developers think that it's time to take the games away from you.